I found this home sign from Michael's. It was $6.99, and it had this raised home, and I took a plastic bag and taped it halfway down. I'm going to use my Redesign by Prima chalk paste, and I found these little cake applicators at the Dollar Tree, some of which had some different teeth on them. And I'm going to spread my chalk paste on the top portion here and smooth it out. You can use joint compound. And I'm going to take one of the applicators and make these grooves in the top. And then remove my bag. And this is just going to give my project some texture. Once this was dry, I taped off that area and I painted the lower half in Bowie. And I just covered everything. These raised letters are sometimes a challenge to figure out what to do with them as far as painting. And I find it easiest if I just paint everything in one color and then do the letters in a separate color just by grazing across the top of the wording. So in this case, I'm going to cover with the Bowie in its entirety. I like to use a longer bristled brush. It gets in all the grooves and crevices quite easily. And once this was covered, I allowed it to dry. I took a small flat art brush and I'm just worrying about painting the surface of the word home. Just taking my time going through. I'm not using a lot of paint. And again, I have a flat, small art brush. There was a raised star, and there was two smaller stars that all were like engraved in. So I had a very, very tiny art brush that I filled those in. I'm going to take my salve once everything was dry and cover the entire project. And I'm just creating a barrier and a sealer at the same time. I took some watered down Bowie and put it in the top portion. And I wiped it back. And I just wanted to leave some of that Bowie in the grooves that we created. I kind of wanted a galvanized look at the top. I did go back in with a little white, just a dry brush, just to tone the blue down a little bit. I found these berries at the Dollar Tree. They came in red, white, and blue. So I took the three of them and I twisted them together. And then I just wrapped it around my sign, having the berries meet where the Bowie and the texture meet. I had these beads that had these little tassels on them that were in red, white, and blue, and I just tied that to my berries. You could probably make it out of fabric, which is basically what it was. I really hope you enjoyed this video. For other tutorials, go check us out on YouTube. You can now watch all our videos at chalkitupfancy.com. For any paint products, tissue paper transfer, or mesh stencils, chalkitupfancy.com. Thank you so much.